fraud. Moving on to actually changing transactions and changing information. So here we have the most favorite SQL injection. Like I showed you before, the SQL injection is quite a silent killer. It does not have any visual effects, and it works directly on the server being the primary target. SQL injection allows the hackers to extract information as well as to modify it. If the hackers cannot get the information to change it, he can extract it, as the example in Sony. But if you can modify it, then it's even better. Now, as you can see, websites and companies who deal with transactions, credit points, and anything that is merchable and tradable are, of course, under constant attack. Now, since databases are rarely often as they are to the outside world, we're looking at websites and web services that communicate with databases, which are constantly being pen-tested by these hackers. Here we can see an example, a few articles from the recent times that detail SQL injection. The first one, we have 4 people from Montreal accused of stealing close to $2 million by using SQL injection on a company who prepared prepaid debit cards. Basically, the hackers bought these debit cards, used them, maxed them out, and then used the SQL injection to refill them. All in all, they caused damage up to $2 million to the company by actually frauding it. On another event, which happened just recently, we have a 26-year-old hacker from Georgia who pleaded guilty to a theft for more of 75,000 cards. All in all, he caused $36 million fraud transaction. When he was asked how he did it, he replied he found SQL injection. So these are real-life examples of just how far SQL injection can go, and when there's websites who deal with information, sensitive information, credit cards, and anything financial, it's great to motivate hackers to try it out and try to breach the means. The last method I will show you with regards to how hackers can perform fraud is a little bit more complicated, but again, it's very, very common. CSRF, cross-site request forgery. Many of you are familiar with tabbing browsing. You probably browse in your website. You have multiple tabs open or multiple browsers open. And it's not rare to see that, for instance, you have your online banking at one tab, your Facebook, your Twitter, and other websites. And as you go along, you open more and more tabs. Basically, there's a big problem in the way that HTTP itself has been constructed and websites as well, which allows basically hackers, if they could guess the website that you're currently logged into. And if this website is not properly protecting itself from such incidents, it's then possible for the hacker to embed links in one website which will affect another website. So basically, a user has been schemed to go to a website, schemed to click a button, sort of like click checking, and as a result, something else happens, and sometimes he's not even aware that this other thing has happened. One very interesting example I found just recently is the CRM system. The Sugar CRM, they released this advisory last year saying that they had a CSRF vulnerability in their system, which basically allowed hackers, if they could reach out or catch a user who's currently logged into his company's Sugar CRM system, he could, if he refers to a malicious website, he could, as a result, open an arbitrary user or privilege an arbitrary user in the system to become administrative. So just imagine that a person from HR or finance just surfing the web, really not aware of anything else happening, goes into an everyday website that just recently got hacked, and as a result, just by visiting this website, he made an action in the CRM system, in the ERP system, and in a whole other bunch of websites. And again, some of these systems, some of these actions, you will never find out unless you will go and check the logs and make sure that you did them. So this is definitely a problem, and it's something that most banks and most online shops are really trying to work hard on to make sure that customers hackers won't have the ability to either transfer funds, to buy, to purchase, to sell, or to do any action without the customer actual consent to it.